Everyone is here today for our 5th annual Ostiguy High School Career Day. We have about 30 volunteers that the kids walk around and speak to, and they're able to talk to them and ask them questions regarding their education, jobs they've had in the past, and ultimately what led them to the career that they're at now. Having a history in sobriety is always something that's playing in the back of their mind. A day like today is really important because they see that it is still possible. They can do anything.
It was real cool to figure out what you want to do. We just went around the room and got to talk to people from like different backgrounds, different careers, and like different levels of education. There was a couple people that were in the same field that I want to go into, and just like talking about like the schooling and what are good things to do around it, and it like really put it into perspective for me.
What are you thinking of doing next year? Social work. Social work.
Yeah.
Say again, like social work. Oh,
Ostiguy has been the only thing like that's solidly there for me. They're always there to support me, you know, with sobriety. They care what happens to us, not just while we're here, but when we leave. And most schools aren't like that.
Ostiguy High is very special to me. I work for the fire department, and I see what this place does, and I'm in recovery myself, so just these kids are my heroes, you know. Going through high school, substance-free is amazing. I just explained about the fire department how the job is so rewarding, and they seem to really enjoy it, and they had some great questions. Where we are now, I think the stigma has been lifted a lot, and I was just stressing that, like, you can do whatever you want. Well, I was fortunate enough to get sober at 22, and I thought my life was over, and anything I wanted to do, you can do.
There you go.
Huh?
The third workshop is the budget workshop. They are doing real life things. They have a career that they've picked out. They have a monthly budget, and they're going in there. They're looking for an apartment. They're paying utilities. They're paying college loans, and they're figuring out how much it costs to get through a month. So it's a wake-up call.
And look where that's located. Are you going to need public transportation, or are you going to have a car?
How much money are you getting?
They had laptops for us. I went on Craigslist and I went through, and I ended up deciding to get my own apartment, and it cost me way more in the end.
They need to pay first month's rent. If utilities weren't included, there's another station where they have to pay for utilities. You need to be able to live. And this really shows them and opens their eyes to something that a lot of them never even thought about.
All right, boy. So now you
It
guys.
was a what-if table, and you roll a dice, and I got root canal, and it cost me $1,500, and it put me in the negatives. But it just shows you like stuff comes up, you know what I mean, that you don't think about. I definitely would recommend it to like another young person, because having people here that are sober and that are your friends and are your age, and like the staff are super supportive. It's just like a safe place like to come into every day.
The miracle is continuing. You know, kids are getting a second chance at life, and a lot of people have made that happen. Roger, his staff. In my opinion, every area in the state should have one. Because when we did the research, there was 176,000 kids with substance abuse problems in the state. 16,000 were going to treatment and come out and relapsing. And the other 60,000 got lost in the shuffle. Seeing 3 alumnus come and sit there, one's at Leslie College, one's already a college grad, it shows that it works. So if we can help one kid, we're doing the right thing. You know, so it speaks for itself as far as I'm concerned.